All right, guys, Shotty T coming in with the voiceover edit. At this time, I was out of town. Little did I know, I was in the process of making myself a whole lot of money. Let's just say it had something to do with some horses. But yeah. Anyway, we still got a job to do. Slow your roll. It's gonna be our tactic. As you guys can see, they did not ban Torch, so we would gladly bring our Torch to war. I mean, he's gonna come in this war very quickly. He'll very quickly. So if you'll blink, you'll miss the fight. So, but we have Ghost, Quake, and Hercules banned, and we are facing, of course, Unstoppable Armor, which is pretty much what we've been facing all season. I think there's like one war where we faced what's that thing called? Stand Your Ground or something. But yeah, but not Stand Your Ground. High Ground. Yeah, High Ground. But we are bringing our Guardian team with Apocalypse and Torch. So we're going to build up some. We're going to use these first two fights to build up our passive prowess with Apocalypse, because the first fight we got Hit Monkey, and then the next fight we have a rogue who's a mutant. So if I win both of these fights, then I will already be at my 4 charges, which will be significant for a later fight. So we're going to go ahead and boost up here, do the small boost. Got plenty of them, so we're going to jump right in. So you'll pretty much see it's really not much to this fight. In general, since this voiceover, might as well kind of give you some insight. I mean, Apocalypse, of course, obviously, opponents do not shrug off debuffs unless they're long shot, and there's a node that have opponents shrug off debuffs such as Conflictor. So, but if anybody else, and I think probably Mysterio too, like people who have immunity to ability accuracy reduction or have increased ability accuracy of themselves. So Mysterio on that same node, and yeah, there's Wi-Fi at that place. So that almost messed me up. Hit Monkey is one of the last people you want to have a interruption in the middle of the fight, because he hits hard. And you will see in the last war, because the last war is going on as of this recording, that I do get hit by Hit Monkey on this very same node. But because Apocalypse is a very tanky champ, it's nowhere near enough to kill. But still, it's very scary when you have to deal with Hit Monkey and those crits. So, but we're building up those evade charges. But yeah, so like I said, I was out of town. It was a pretty good weekend. It's like they have the Kentucky Derby. Then 2 weeks from there, they have the Preakness. And if you guys look it up, I mean, the long shot won the race. The longest shot won the race over the 2 favorites. So, but anyways, we also had to make sure we put Do Not Disturb on and the Wi-Fi thing, and now we're good to go. All right, the next fight I easily could have taken it with Apocalypse. Not Apocalypse, Guardian, but again, we're trying to build up our passive prowess charges so we can have, because this will be the last opportunity to have a realistic fight with Apocalypse before he's needed for a later fight. So this fight is a little tricky because I do it my own rogue, because I have max limber, and if I parry my rogue, there's no way that I'm able, and then there's a lag. So like I said, I mean, Kabam definitely has to fix this, because this could cause some wars. But anyways, what I was saying is that I do it my own rogue just to see if I can parry heavy, and she shrugs off that parry before I get a chance to heavy. So I said, I'm not going to do that in this fight. But then it turns out this person does not have max limber. So I was, in hindsight, I could have parry heavy. But you go into this fight assuming that if someone has a rogue defender, is that they probably have max limber. But this one didn't. But nonetheless, it was easily managed. Just heavy counter her special. If you did run into a max limber, that's all you do. Heavy counter her special. You'll be able to get rid of the ebb and flow at least. Because you can't heavy counter her heavy because it's unstoppable. But anyways, we're transitioning to the next part of the war. Now we have Kitty Pryde, and you guys seen me take on her with Guardian in the past. One fight was pretty straightforward. The other one was a little shaky. This one is kind of in between. Well, actually, this is probably closer to the first one than the second one. This really wasn't that shaky. It wasn't as clean as the one fight I did have earlier this war. But it helps out in this one that there's suicides. So we apply slow your roll so that way we can do a full combo without the evade, and we have to get back her prowess under control. So now we want her to throw her special right now. We got a little intercept there. And I could have did another heavy counter, but I just said we're just going to keep it simple. Let her throw her special there and let her recoil. And we said at this point we can finish the fight without worrying about her surviving an SB2. So, I mean, I say it every war, but she's tailor-made for her. The quickest, most least stressful Kitty Pryde fight you'll ever have. All right. So next we got Iron Man Infinity War. Now you guys probably think, I could take him with Torch, but Guardian is a great Iron Man Infinity War counter. First of all, you're guaranteed to parry all of his attacks. So you don't have to worry about reparry or none of that. Because anytime you have to rely on multiple controls, especially the way this game is lagging, you're likely to mess up. Because parries are already messed up at times, so let alone a reparry. So, and this I'm not really worried about because his SP1 animation is so slow. By the time the Footloose wears off, his special is done. So, but the slow your roll tactic is also useful here. It's because I don't have to worry about the Footloose, so I can just parry heavy wherever if I feel like I'm cornered. And I'm also parry heavy so I can keep my armors up because of the crumbling armor node. So we're pretty good control of this fight. Just gonna do another heavy attack, but I was too late into doing it. So now I'm kind of, anytime I get something like that happen, I get more cautious the rest of the fight. So now I'm less inclined to parry heavy, but looking at this fight overview, it's just that I just did the heavy attack too late. That's all that was. You have to be sure that the parry registered and then be quick to do your heavy attack. But right now we're not panicking. We're just gonna get our armor back up so we can let our SP2 do damage. All right. And I think we're in striking distance to bypass whatever life he'll have left once this SP2 is over. So let's go ahead and first of all get our armor back up and let's finish the fight. Zoop, zoop. There we go. Okie dokie. So Guardian has done his job for the war. I think that's his last. No, I think he has one more fight. I forget. This was done a few days ago. But yeah, he's done for the war. I'm looking at who I have remaining in my path. So yeah, Guardian is done for the war. So now we're just, I think what we're doing, because that previous fight, that Kitty Pryde fight had suicides, I was trying to look around to see which other, if first of all, if any of the mini bosses had that suicides, but then try to look at individual folks' paths. So I just notified the team members that were affected with the suicide to be on the lookout. And it turns out there was another suicide roster in this war as well. But anyway, we got Captain Marvel movie. Back in the day, she would be a tricky defender because the SP1 was tricky to evade when she first got in the game. But when you get a lot of tricky other champs that come out, have much trickier special attacks to decks, it makes ones like Captain Marvel's SP1 and even her SP2 to an extent easier to dodge. Now, SP2 is still a little tricky, but again, you prefer to face her SP1. You'd rather not risk it, especially when she has binary active. So, because you'll get stunned if you get hit by the SP2 if she's in binary. Well, actually, yeah, because it'll be unblockable. I mean, you'll get stunned with SP2 regardless of whether she's in binary or not. But it's just the principle of the beings being unblockable. So now we just need her to, there we go. She has binary ready now. And then we managed to get the perfect intercept, knock her down, and then she purifies it with binary, which I didn't expect, to be honest with you. Because I just talked about the champs not being able to purify. But either way, we survived. We managed to make that fight pretty quick. Now, like I said earlier, this is going to be the only torch fight that I'm going to have. But if you blink, you're going to miss the fight. So they're just going to leave it there. I'm not even going to comment on this fight. All I'm going to say, this is why torch is banned. So here we go. Yeah, I mean, we're just not sure what other boosts we're trying to think about using. We already got enough boosts active. So I'm not sure what I'm looking at here. Do I really need one of those boosts? Oh, okay, combat regeneration, because we have enough of them. Why not? But anyway, this is why torch is banned. All right, so yeah, that's why he's banned, guys. 20-second fight. It could have been quicker than that, but yeah. Can't wait to Battlegrounds. It's back live as I'm recording this video. So that's the reason why I'm getting this video out, so I can have memory stored to do some Battleground live commentary. So here we go, guys. This is the fight everyone came to see. Fasten your seatbelts for this one. There's going to be some tomfoolery in this fight. I'm just going to put that out there. So we had a combat regeneration boost active, but we're going to use invulnerability because, just in case we get cornered and get an SP3 or whatever, I want to have protection. But probably should have used power start boost for this fight, and you'll see why. But anyway, let's go in. So far so good, trying to keep him on his side of the board, because I know with the shenanigans on this particular node, I can easily get cornered if I'm not careful. And I'm trying to get him to throw his SP1 because I don't want to have to deal with the SP2 at all. Now I'm faltered, and so I gotta wait for that stuff to expire. Okay, all right. So heavy attack, so far so good. Now he has 2 buffs about to expire because he has unstoppable armor. So anytime that armor expires, all right. So now the other buff has expired, which I forgot about. I forgot about that one. The vigilance. So now my vulnerability boost is gone. So there's my protection for the fight. Now his unstoppable expired because his heavy attack. So guess what? He faltered again. All right. Now we finally get to our SP2. Like, if we had our power start boost, we would already be there. But as you can see, that SP2 didn't do as much damage as I thought. That would put me back 2 bars of power. So I guess I should have used that 200% boost. So we heavy attack there. But now we're in trouble. We got him at SB2, and he has 6. He's gonna be at 7. At that point, I probably should have just let him throw the SB2, get it out the way. But I tried to throw my SB2, but then the very timely unstoppable armor kicked in, and that pretty much sealed my fate. But luckily, he hadn't thrown the SB2 yet, so I got a chance. Here we go. Let's finish him off right here, and he goes unstoppable again. That probably would have killed him. And I tried to do my parry stun. I'm trying my best to get him not to throw a special. I'm trying to wait for that parry time to go out. Then I falter again, and yeah. Oh man, what a frustrating fight. 2 special attacks that got interrupted because of unstoppable armor. Now keep in mind that unstoppable doesn't trigger every time. It's like 30% time when the armor pops up is when they become unstoppable. And he just happened to come unstoppable both times in the middle of a special. So I was very frustrated. And then I said to myself, okay, let's go back in. I mean, there's only a few health left. I started to go in with the Guardian or Torch to finish it out, but I said, nope, we're going to finish it up with Apocalypse. We're going to just go to Advanced Power Start Boost just to kind of needle myself to say this is what you should have did initially. I don't know if it still would have turned out that way with the RNG, with the unstoppable armor. But as you can see, at least with this small sample size, this fight probably would have been done had I did it that way. But again, the fight started out great the first time. So it was when things got crazy in the mid section. But yeah, that was it. But we're done for that war as far as our fights go. So now we get a chance to see what we're doing as a battle group and as an alliance. Up to this point, we're down 3-11 in our alliance, and in our battle group we're down 0-3. And here goes the results. Back live. I've been out of town all weekend, so no voiceover. It'll be voiceover commentary, as you guys will probably hear when this video posts. But we ended up losing the war. We were up, I think with like a couple of fights to go. I guess there might have been some miscommunication with the final boss in one of our battle groups. Yeah, we lost by a couple of attack bonuses. I think we lost all the bonuses on that last boss fight. So we had 154 attack in BG1. Our battle group was not the best that we've done either. 157. BG3 160. Like, if we do 160 across the board, we'll win a lot of wars. But yeah, that 154 definitely hurt. But like I said, we're locked in the P3. But again, this is all about the next season. And right now we're having an untimely losing streak. I think we've lost 3 straight now. Yeah. So not the way you want to finish the season. We got, but I think we got 5. I think we got one war left. So we're 5 and 6. I mean, I guess we finished 6 and 6, but that's average. And I know we're better than average. So hopefully we can apply that in this next war that can get a good taste to the season. But anyways, that's that video. Like, share, comment below, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and take care.